to this happy place, welcome.
Hey guys, it's Tim, and welcome to another episode of the Dreaming of Disney podcast. I'm with my beautiful wife, Audrey-Ann. Say hello, Audrey-Ann.
Seeing how long I can go without talking.
Do you do this every week?
No, I don't. I do different things.
Almost every week. Almost every week.
I do different things sometimes.
Last week you yawned.
Did I? Oh, what did I yawn again? Excuse me. I'm tired.
I know you're tired.
We're starting late.
We are starting late. It's after 9 o'clock.
Okay,
it's late.
But it's because then by the time we're done and then you edit and I have to have dessert, I will go to bed late.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But after 9 o'clock is late. I mean, we are in our 30s.
Late 20s. And I
wasn't going to put the late part in there, but
I said 20s.
I know you said 20s.
I said late 20s.
I know you said late 20s.
You know, it's not the same as when I was in my early 20s.
That's true.
This is random.
Okay. Random.
I had a saved thing in Instagram I was going to refer back, but now I don't know where it is. But I just saw this reel about Club Cool in Epcot.
I've heard about this.
And it has all these different sodas from like around the world, I believe.
Around the world, yeah.
Apparently there's one called like the Beverly that's really nasty. But anyways, it just like was the first thing when I opened and I'm like, oh, I want to make a note when we go, you know, in just a short 6 months.
Yeah.
That not in a short 4 weeks. To try that.
Yeah, because it's free. So.
Oh, is it? Oh, they get samples. Yeah, like you can, you know, like blah, blah, like frozen yogurt used to be. Mm-hmm, I don't think they really do that much anymore.
Not really.
Post
you know. Yeah.
But anyways, it just popped up, and then I was like, oh, I want to go there. Because that's relatively new, right? That opened like...
I don't know.
Several months ago, Club Cool? Or was that something opened in Epcot? It wasn't there when we were there, and they were like working on it, and it's a food. Is it Club Cool, or is it starts with a C?
I have no idea.
Maybe I'll look at the map, even though this has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I'm trying to think, was there any big Disney news the last week? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
They're making progress on Splash Mountain / Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
I saw that
the treetop
that is gone.
Is taken off.
Sad.
So Disney World obviously has much more progress done since they started earlier. They had, put the water tower with the name on it and the logo.
Connections Cafe.
Connections Cafe. What's Connections Cafe?
I just remember seeing pictures of it. It's quick service. But I feel like it was closed when we were there and it like reopened and it was all new and stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong, Disney Worlders. I just couldn't remember the name of it. So I found it. I'm good.
Interesting. Okay. Well, it's been really hot lately.
It has.
It's been really hot.
I believe in like the whole country, right? Like
the whole country.
The whole country's going through a heat wave.
Super hot.
Although today in Anaheim, it was 83.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
And drizzling at some points.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I know in Florida, because, we were planning on going to Disney World in August. That is now late January, early February.
I think late January.
Probably late January.
That seems good.
And the heat index has been like 110.
Yeah.
Which sounds miserable.
Yeah.
Because it's humid. So it's like 90 degrees with like 80% humidity.
Yeah,
So that does not sound enjoyable.
Yeah, it's
at all.
it's midnight right now in Orlando, and it's 82 degrees.
What's humidity?
And it's chance of rain. Where do you see that?
You scroll down.
No rain this week.
Well, that's good.
Air quality. Humidity is making it feel warmer. 83%.
Oof. What's the feels like? Did it say what the feels
The
like?
dew point is 76 right now.
It should be right where the humidity, like right like to the left of it.
Oh, it says feels like 89, but it's 82.
Oh, okay.
83% humidity. But just as a comparison, it's 19% humidity where we are.
Yeah.
And today it was kind of muggy here.
Yeah, that feels anything like above like 15% humidity.
Because today it was hot and it was cloudy and felt a little muggy.
Yeah.
And it's 19 as opposed to, what did I just say?
83.
83.
83%
so
humidity.
we wouldn't know what to do with ourselves.
We would die. Oh, that sounds just horrible.
And I mean, again, like we're used to heat. Like it's, 110, 114 sometimes where we are. It's like, but it's just dry, not humid. So it's a whole different. And I always feel like I can't breathe when it's humid. So.
Yeah, you feel like you can't breathe in 20% humidity here.
Well, no, I mean like when I've
experienced
greater humidity. I didn't feel today like I couldn't breathe. I was just like, oh, the air is just kind of sticky. But I have been in greater humidity and it was like, I can't breathe.
Yeah, like in Anaheim right now, 9:00 at night, 72.
Yeah, 73% humidity down there.
Oh yeah, it's by the ocean.
But it was drizzling today. But then for the rest of the week, just sunny.
Yeah,
it's cooling down the couple days that we're going to be there.
Yeah, our first day it's going to be 94 degrees.
Then 89.
And 89, 91. But
so it was like 97.
Overnight lows in the high to mid 60s.
Yeah, so we'll still need like sweaters at night.
Yeah. So reason why we're talking to weather, not just to make small talk, but
all right, see you later.
That's what we're going to talk about today. It's just what to do when it's so stinking hot.
Yes.
Because even though it's like in the high 80s,
it's
hot there. The sun hits different.
It does.
Down there than it does in other parts of the country.
So when it's in the 90s in Anaheim, it's like, if it's in the 90s where we are,
that's nice.
That's hot.
Well, yeah.
But people
bearable.
right now are talking about how we're going to have a cool down because it's going to be 102. And they're like, oh, it's going to be cooler this week. So when it's in the 90s, it's like, but and two, you're not where we are. You're not just going and hanging out outside all day. Where if you're at Disneyland, you're going to be outside.
On the pavement, blacktop, it just radiates more heat.
Yeah. And we've already talked about like this was going to be a quick trip. We extended it a bit since we're postponing our Florida trip. But we wanted to see Rogers. We wanted to get in Wondrous Journeys.
Yep.
And again,
get Black Calf cold brew.
And again, like I feel like I should say, these are perks and benefits when you have a pass.
For sure.
Which not everyone does or can, or so it. So then again, if you don't, and you're going for like a, once every few years or once in a lifetime or once a year trip and it's hot, like, yeah, you're probably going to want to get more done. So some tips will be helpful where we aren't trying to get a whole lot done.
Yeah.
We're going for like a few things. And then other than that, we're like, hey, maybe we try to do some kind of different things that we normally don't do to stay cool.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Don't plan on buying Genie Plus this time around. Maybe we'll do
us?
it. Yeah. Maybe we'll do it
I
one
thought you
day.
were telling people. I'm like, why?
Maybe we'll do it one day. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. We might, because we're doing one full day and then 2 like half days.
2 half days,
and
yeah.
the day we get there, we're even thinking of starting with the pool and then just going in for dinner, parade, fireworks.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be the hottest day. We're staying at the Disneyland Hotel, and we've actually used. I know the boys briefly swam in that pool once, but it was very brief. I can't remember why. I've never swam in that pool.
Yeah, I forget why we weren't there for very long.
Was it our first trip back after the closure? And Georgia was like 4 months. I didn't take her.
She was really young, and I think it was still during the pandemic.
It was August. Yeah. I mean, everything was still, masks were required everywhere and everything.
Yeah.
Maybe it was too crowded. You didn't feel?
I think it was pretty crowded, and we were still kind of getting used to being around a lot of people, and so we were just a little bit more cautious.
Yeah.
But now let's just go into all the germs.
But yeah, they have a cool slide and stuff, and we've never really utilized that pool. So, and now Georgia is like,
Yeah, and they have
2, so she's like to swim, and
they have like little kid slides, and so they have like different slides for like different ages, which is pretty cool. So
thinking we'll start with some pool time during the hottest part of the day, and that's always one of our biggest tips is when it's warm. Like whether you're at a Disneyland resort or just a good neighbor hotel, if you're within walking distance, I always think when it's warm, it's a good idea to rope drop if you can.
Yep.
Because that's going to be a cooler part of the day.
Yeah.
And you can get so much done in the morning. If you go, if you're in a Disneyland resort, we've talked about I always want to call it the magic hour because that's what they used to call it. Early entry.
Yeah.
Where you get to go into Fantasyland, half an hour before everybody else. And so you can get rides in, and Tomorrowland. So you can get some good rides in there. But even if you don't have that, if you're not going with the crowd to Rise of the Resistance, Indiana Jones, Mickey and Minnie's, even that actually doesn't seem to be a huge rope dropper as much as the other. And,
Indiana
more people go
Rise.
left. You can get so much done.
For sure.
So we always recommend rope dropping, getting in some big stuff when the lines are shorter. And then maybe like after you eat lunch, then heading back to your hotel and taking a break, pool break, air conditioning, hotel room break, little nap, whatever you
adults
and your
children.
family. Yeah. Whether your kids want to swim or they want to nap and you want to swim, whatever, like, cause it's the hottest part of the day. And it always seems like the most hectic in the park. I think because everybody's hot. Everyone's kind of getting done. Everyone wants to like get their lunch. And it always seems to be kind of hectic. So then if you take that break and then you go back in, later afternoon, it's going to start cooling down in a few hours and you can get there for the shows and dinner and ride some more rides. But so that's a tip we always have and use.
I mean, like, when we did Splash Mountain's last day, we didn't have kids with us.
No, but we still did.
And we still went back to the hotel.
Yeah. That wasn't because it was hot. It was raining that day. But
That's true.
It was just.
We were tired.
Well, yeah, because we left the hotel at like 6 a.m. to get in line, and we were staying till park closed. So, we needed a break.
We literally took a nap because we were so tired.
I took a nap. Like, I love naps.
But we've never done, well, I would say never. It's been a long time since we did a park open, the park close. And being in our late 20s, we need that recharge in the midday. So.
Wait, if we were in our no, never mind. Okay. Never mind.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's our plan.
Yeah.
Gonna try for Rogers the second day, but just some new things. Not new things. A new thing that I got that we haven't tried.
Yeah.
That I bought on Amazon are the cooling towels.
Cooling towels. Yeah.
We have the water fans.
Spray fans,
The
yeah.
spray fans. We got those on Amazon. Yeah, they sell ones in the park. In the past, we did buy one there for Boston when he was like a toddler because fans were his favorite thing. So that was his souvenir. He'd pick out a fan. And it did hold more water, but it's quite a bit more expensive, where we bought, you know, a little pack on Amazon last summer, and
It was like 3 for the same price as one Disney one.
I think it was cheaper.
Probably.
But yeah, I think we only have 2, I think.
I think we only have 2, yeah.
We just take turns and share. But anyways, this time I bought cooling towels so you can like get them wet, and they're supposed to, like, when you snap them around, like be cooler.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Got like a pack of 4 for like $12 or something like that. So never used those before, but we usually also don't go in like the dead of summer.
Yeah, we usually don't go now.
In California, we usually go at the end of August, and it's still stinking hot.
It's hot through October.
But yeah, I don't know. It feels hotter this time for some reason.
It does feel hotter this summer.
I think usually, no, not this summer, but just usually at the end of August, the park is slowing down because school is back in, and that's usually why we choose to go.
Yep.
Because I homeschooled, so we're more flexible, and schools are back in, and we go. But because we're going to be in Florida then, we're not doing that. And this was kind of a last minute deal. And so it's going to be busier.
Yeah.
And so that makes it worse too in the heat, because it's going to be busy. But we'll see. I'll report back on if those are worth it.
Yeah.
So those are things that, you know, you can take: water fans, cooling towels. We have a little portable fan. It's not a water one, but, you know, for Georgia in the car seat, or not the car, she's not a car seat anymore, but in the stroller, because it can get, you know, warmer in the stroller, especially when she naps. It's like you want air on her, you know. So that's a good thing to have for any napping child, I feel like.
Yeah.
Just to keep them, you know, a little cooler when they're napping. But just some things that we like to do when it's hot. There's obviously the rides, like Small World, Pirates. Those are really good ones to do.
Nice and long, nice and cool.
Ariel. In California Adventure.
Really cold.
Weights usually aren't too bad. I mean, they can't. Pirates and Small World can get up there. But yeah, it's a longer ride. They usually keep it like extra cool in there. But then there's the shows. I'm wondering, I know we talked about the Tale of the Lion King and how much we loved it.
Yeah.
But that is outdoors, but it's shaded. So we'll see if they have showtimes when we're there and we want to do it. Because I'm wondering how it feels in that like amphitheater.
Yeah, I can't remember if I saw like fans.
I know, I can't remember either.
I can't remember.
I think I did, but who knows? Mickey's PhilharMagic, Turtle Talk with Crush, really anything in the animation building in Hollywood land in Disney, California. I don't know why I said Disney, California Adventure. That it gets packed in there in the summer.
It does.
Because it feels so good. But there's the Turtle Talk with Crush. There's the Animation Academy.
Beast Library.
The Beast Library. So all that you can walk through, and you can just like sit in there and watch the huge screens, just a medley of a bunch of Disney songs.
They don't let you take food in there.
No. Or
I do see some people have food in there, because like it'd be great to go across the street to Schmoozies, get yourself a milkshake or a smoothie.
Ooh, I wonder what their smoothie is right now. Their milkshake.
Bring it over to the Art and Animation building and just like chill out their schmoozies.
They used to, but they don't anymore, allow strollers, which makes sense. They take up a lot of space. But when the 2 oldest boys were little, they did. And it would be nice because if one of them fell asleep in the stroller, we could still go in and just like let them sleep, and it could be nice and cool in there. But they don't let you do that anymore. So if your kid is sleeping,
don't think about it.
You can't go in there. But that's a good one. I said Mickey's PhilharMagic. Obviously, Grizzly River Run is the only water ride now.
So I've been noticing, like midday, it's been like around 50. Sometimes I saw like 75 minutes.
So if you're going in the summer and you get Genie Plus, I would keep an eye on that one in the morning because I have a feeling that the times are selling out quick on that one. Because that's one too. It doesn't move. The line doesn't move super fast on that one.
No.
It's been a long time since I waited in the standby lane.
It's mainly shaded.
It is, but it's still hot.
It's still really hot. I'm not going to talk about it here. And if we do get Genie Plus, I have a tip that I want to try that I heard about.
Oh, yes.
This was done in Disney World because their rides get shut down a lot more often just because they have more weather there. But I want to give it a try here. So if we do get Genie Plus, I want to give it a try.
Stay tuned for our recap. We'll let you know if it works.
I do think we're due for a Genie Plus update episode coming up.
I feel like we've learned some things. I'd have to like collect my thoughts.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
But I think we'll need to revisit that here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Give some hot Genie Plus tips.
Yeah.
Or hot takes.
I don't know if I have any anymore. I'm so tired. Okay. But then because we're going to be taking it slower. We go often. So it's
too often?
Probably. Yes. Depending on
there
who
too
you ask.
often?
I don't know.
To us,
There's lots of people in my life that would
say yes.
Say yes. And they're the people that I don't tell that I go. It's none of their business.
None of your beeswax.
I'll do what I want.
Yes, you will.
But so something we want to do, we've never done, and I don't know. This probably isn't cooler in any way, but we want to try the Mark Twain riverboat.
Oh yeah,
because I have a memory of being on it when I was really little with my dad. So I would have been like 5.
I have never been on it.
4 or 5. You know, and the boys know. So, and again, like it's fuzzy. So I don't really remember it, but I mean, obviously it's not like it looks, you can see what it is.
Yeah.
It's not like, ooh, what's that ride like? It's like, here's on this big boat and go around the river. But I'm like, as I was thinking of, because I'm like, oh, let's just do some things we haven't always done. So it's not like we're, especially if we decide not to get Genie Plus, or we'll make the mistake like I did last time where I forgot that Genie Plus was Lightning Lane. So I told you we could get a Lightning Lane, and then you thought, oh, okay, she wants me to get Genie Plus, but I didn't. I just wasn't thinking. So, but anyways, I'm like, yeah, it's probably pretty hot. You're like standing on it.
Well, the Mark Twain riverboat, it has shade because it has decks.
Not if you're on the top.
Not if you're on the top, but I mean, there's areas where you can, sit underneath the deck.
Yeah.
Now the sailing ship Columbia,
I've never been on that.
does not, because it's just one deck. So
I know they don't have Fantasmic right now, but when it comes back, they'd probably get it. So the younger boys probably get a kick out of like, the fact that they've been on the Mark Twain, because then it goes by in Fantasmic.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Might try some different things. There was
sure.
something else. I was like, oh, we've never done that.
Canoes.
I think way too hot.
That'd be miserable.
Way too hot. But I think it's going to be closed. And I have been seeing more and more just pictures or reels, stories, whatever, of the, what's its name? Hang on. Let me find it. Yeah, I think it's going to be closed. The Redwood Creek Challenge Trail.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we've never done this.
Never done that.
I think especially Boston and Noah, I think would love this. But I
sure.
think it's going to be closed. Is it going to be?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe not. I thought I saw that it was going to be closed, but maybe that was in May when we were there. It was closed. But there's like not a rope swing thing, but like a zip line thing, and like
there's like a obstacle course type.
I'm like, why have we never done this? So, I mean, it's going to be hot. So that's not necessarily something that you're like, oh, let's go do that. Guests must also be under 13 years of age. So we got to get Jack in there.
Oh,
This will be his
your first and last chance.
First and last time to ever get to do this. Guests must be 42 inches or taller for the Cliffhanger Traverse Rock Climb. Boston? Oh, yeah. Boston, yeah. Boston's like 48 inches. Guests must be 32 inches. So Gigi couldn't do a lot of this stuff, but she's 32 inches, but she can't do the other stuff. But yeah, so we'll see if it's, for some reason I thought I saw that it was going to be closed in July, but maybe that was something else. So maybe we'll take them in there just to try something different.
Yeah.
But again, it's hot. So they'd be like, I don't want to climb things. It's, and I know I've said this a million times whenever we talk about going when it's hot. What am I going to say?
I have no idea.
What do I miss?
What do you miss? Splash Mountain?
No. Well, of course I miss Splash Mountain.
That made you cry. What do you miss?
In the heat.
In the heat.
With kids.
Bugs Land.
Yeah.
The splash pad.
Splash pad. There's no other one.
There's supposed to be one at Toontown.
There isn't, right? I don't remember seeing it.
It was under construction. It was by Goofy's house. It was like Donald Duck's.
Goofy's. Okay.
There's a splash pad that was under construction. It still hasn't opened up yet. So but it's tiny and compared to
the
Bugs Land, which was huge.
And it was like open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that was
great.
The kids loved that.
That was really good.
If you planned for it, like I know I've said, but like I would take their swimsuits and just change, It would be so hot they would dry really quick, and the bathrooms were right there. So I would just change them real quick because they had so much fun. It was hot, and I don't want them complaining. I don't want their regular clothes getting that wet. And but we definitely weren't the only ones. I mean, lots of kids would get in their bathing suits and play through there. But yeah, so because I know Disney World had a few different ones I remember seeing when we were there.
Maybe they'll add it to Avengers Campus,
There really isn't anything for little kids there, right? So
no, there isn't.
Yeah.
There isn't. But the number one tip when it's hot outside.
Water.
Drink. That was actually my tip.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, drink lots of water. All the restaurants, quick service, they all have free ice water. Don't go buying a $5 water bottle.
Don't do it.
Go up to a quick service. Most of the time, they already have them like laying out.
Yeah, in the summer especially, they'll have it. Yeah.
You can just go up and grab one, or you just ask, "Hey, can I have ice water?"
There's also like I know in Galaxy's coming off of Smuggler's Run. That's the only one I can think of. There's not a lot, but there's
a couple. Yeah,
a few water bottle fountains.
Yeah.
To where
not
you
just
can
regular water fountain, but like the ones that are
meant for your water bottle.
Yeah.
That aren't in restaurants. They're just out. But there's not that many. I feel like I did a while back. I saw someone telling where they were.
Yeah.
But I don't even remember who it was. Otherwise, I would share it and tell you where they are.
Yeah.
I'll try to keep note and share that. But even if not, you can go in anywhere and like fill up your water bottle.
So yeah, and in Disneyland, there's Pizza Planet has the water fountain, the soda fountains that have the ice and the water that you can get. So you can take your water bottle in there, fill it up with ice, get some water.
Boardwalk, pasta and pizza, or pizza, pasta, whatever.
California Adventure has that. So those are the two places I think that have
there's probably more
self-serve soda fountains.
Well, so does Del Zocalo or whatever it's called
true.
That I always mispronounce.
The Mexican restaurant next to Big Thunder.
That sounds good.
That does sound good. Maybe we should have that.
Well, but I want to try on the wharf in Disney's California. Why do I keep saying Disney's California?
Well,
California Adventure.
It's called Disney's California
but
Adventure.
I never call it that. I just call it California Adventure.
DCA, like all the cool kids call it DCA.
I'm saying weird things. That I really want to try.
What do you want to try? Because there's a new San Francisco.
Right, but the
I don't know. Not everything's open yet.
Don't even. No, I checked. Well, right now, let's see. Not entertainment dining. At the, I can't pronounce it. Cocina Cucamonga.
Oh, the tacos.
Yes, the select
burrito,
another location.
The burrito.
Oh my gosh,
tacos.
is it closed right now? Oh my gosh, that was like my main new mobile order photo gallery. What is happening? Go away. No.
Is it closed?
I don't know. It could have just been, no, I don't want to build my order. Oh, I hit order food.
That's why.
I didn't hit menu.
Silly goose.
The quesadilla.
Yes.
Again, I'm probably mispronouncing that. But braised beef and cheese tacos with tomatillo salsa and I never know how to pronounce that either. I took French in high school, guys. Consomme? I don't know how to pronounce it. They also have that with the sandwich at Jolly Holiday. That's so good.
Oh yeah.
But I've heard from several that it's really, really good. And so I want to try that. That is on my list of things.
Yeah, it sounds really good. Also sounds like it's really going to upset my stomach.
Yeah,
but
probably upset my stomach too. Because we know when you get to your late 20s.
When you get to your late 20s, it's just like your
stomach just can't handle
your stomach
things.
just can't handle some of that rich food. But yeah, it looks amazing with like the dipping sauce and all that stuff.
But anyways, water.
Drink lots and lots of water.
Like,
bring a refillable water bottle from home, hydro flask, get ones from Costco.
Thermoflask. And we bring them for all 6 of us. We all have one. And then like just a little rule that I set for myself to help make sure I'm drinking enough water is like with lunch, I don't get a drink. I save it for dinner.
Yeah.
So that I'm like, no, that way I'm drinking more water, especially in the summer. I do that just to like for myself as a little rule so that I'm.
Because caffeine dehydrates you.
Right.
So does alcohol. So if you're walking around DCA with your orange cups with your alcohol,
watch out.
Just
don't pass out.
Not that I'm saying nothing wrong with drinking alcohol. Just you gotta, when it's extra hot,
drink your water.
Drink your water. This is your father talking to you. Drink your water.
And don't, if you rush over to Rise, because it says it's only 40 minutes, but you're across the park. So
this is not water related, but go ahead.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yes, it is. So trust me, this is a little tangent, but I'll get back to the water. Okay. By the time you get there, it will be at least 60 minutes. But anyways.
What does that have to do with water?
I digress.
That has nothing to do with water.
If you do that and you take your boys with you and it's summertime, you will be standing in the sun.
That's
in
true.
Line. Don't forget their water bottles on the stroller.
Oh, so now you're criticizing me because I did that.
No, I also forgot. I did not tell you. I'm just telling the people a lesson we learned. Yeah. You guys were like, let's go. And you had your water bottle in your backpack, but I had the rest of the kids' waters in the stroller. And Georgia and I didn't go. We were like, you guys go. So you guys get there. The line is over an hour, but we were leaving. The boys all wanted to do it. So you're like, okay, we're just going to do it. But you guys were standing in the sun for most of that. Hot. And you only had your water bottle. Yeah. And you didn't have a whole lot left. Yeah. So you guys were like rationing water. And at this, now, this was a couple years ago. Now, or was this last summer? Anyways, I think it was last summer. Our oldest, almost a teenager, has a phone. You could have like, people probably would have gotten mad, but if you've been like, hey, one of my kids gets dehydrated easily and passes out, I need to go get some water, because that is true. Mm-hmm. You could have taken like Boston with you and left the other two in line and like go fill up water and come back.
Could have done that.
But at the time, you know, he didn't have a phone. Leaving them is like, but now you could do that. But there's a spider.
I'm not editing this part out. Where's there a spider? I don't see it. If anybody could. I was going to live stream this on Instagram. I totally forgot. I don't know. Just thought about doing something special, you know?
Maybe for our 60th.
That's true. This is episode 59. So next episode is 60. Hey, that works out because it'll be our recap. It'll be a great episode. So you're going down on the floor.
Well, let me get my headphones back on. The corner.
How do you know there was a spider?
Well, out of the corner of my eye, I saw something black that looked like it was going up the couch cushion.
It was probably cat hair.
No, it was not cat hair. It looked.
One of our cats, Frankie, his hair just floats everywhere.
It does, but no, I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
I'm just gonna finish up down here
So
on the floor.
what I was saying was that Rise, when it's probably, I want to say at least an hour long, there's a section that of the line that the overflow that goes down by Hungry Bear, down that entrance, the Critter Country entrance.
It doesn't go all the way down to Hungry
It doesn't
Bear,
go, but it goes that
direction. Yeah.
It's all in the sun.
Yeah.
And they have fans, but they don't reach every part. And it was probably high 70s, low 80s at that point.
No.
It
was hot. It was hot.
It was hot that day?
It was August.
It was August?
Mm-hmm. It was last August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it was a hot day.
So it's probably high 80s, low 90s, probably. But it was super hot because we were in the sun for a long time. I mean, so if you're going to Rise and you're going to wait it out in line, bring water.
Yeah.
So those are just what we're planning on doing. Those are some tips on dealing with Disneyland and the hot weather. Does not include Disney World because that's a whole other beast and we have no idea. So we have no way of telling you. So, but what I'm going to do, a couple of shout outs. We got some new listeners. We got listeners from Long Beach, California. We have listeners from Santa Clarita, California.
Oh, who's that?
I know. Who's that in Santa Clarita? We have some listeners from Layton, Utah.
Hello, Utah.
We got Frankfurt, Germany.
Hey, Germany. Hey, Betty.
Graham, North Carolina. Bolton Spa, New York.
North Carolina. Oh, okay.
We have Valencia, California, which is Valencia and Santa Clarita are like the same.
Neighboring.
They're like the same city. We got Mebane, North Carolina. Vancouver, Washington. Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. And good old Melbourne, Australia.
Melbourne.
Oh, we got the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, chiming in.
Very nice.
And we have a new review. So let me pull up that new review, give them a shout out here. Where'd it go? I just had it.
The spider's still on me.
There's no spider on you. So this is from Bethany. I don't know who Bethany is. Tim and Adrienne are a delight to listen to. Aww. Love hearing their perspective of the parks and all their fun nuggets of Disney knowledge. So happy to have found this podcast. Thank you, Bethany.
Thank you, Bethany.
We appreciate that. So I don't know if she knew this, but she misspelled fun. Such a fund Disney podcast. We don't fund anything, but if you want to fund us with some black calf cold brews next time we visit, feel free to Venmo me at.
Don't do that. Don't. No.
My phone number is, send me some cash on Apple Pay.
No.
Or buy me a churro.
No.
buy us a churro.
No.
Okay, you don't have to do that.
It's rude.
But thanks for that review, Bethany. That was nice.
Yes, thank you.
So, well, we hope you like this. If you don't, too bad.
I felt like I had more things to say, and then
It's okay. It's late. We're in our late 20s, and it's now 9:46. And
oh my gosh, I need my ice cream.
We should be in bed.
Because I have to have dessert.
You always have to have dessert.
Even if it's like, I don't know, it doesn't have to be a lot, but if I don't have something sweet,
Some people like to take hot showers or a bath before bed. Adrienne likes to have dessert before bed. I
won't sleep.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'll be in a really bad mood. Anyways.
Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
Where are we at?
On Instagram.
We are on Instagram.
At dreaming.of.disney.podcast. Also, don't forget that if you've been eyeing any of the beautiful
that's right,
magic crowns from Moms with Magic Crowns, our discount code is still good. It will not be good forever. So
it's once in a lifetime opportunity. Right
I believe I need to look back. I believe it's through August, if I'm correct. So it's Dreaming of Disney, all one word, saves you 10%. So I believe she's going to be restocking Nile Princess, which is a super pretty one.
There's 10 easy payments of $24.95.
No.
Call now 1-800.
He's lying.
Magic Crowns for you.
He's lying. But there's also, stay tuned, because there's a really, really pretty ones coming.
All right. Yeah, what I said about the price, that wasn't true.
He's been a weirdo.
I'll try and be.
But
those 90s era, infomercials.
Yes, I do.
Because being in our late 20s, we saw those. Okay,
you killed it. Let's stop. But yeah, so at checkout, coupon code Dreaming of Disney saves you 10%.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you tuning in. We're going to be in Disneyland next week. So
a couple days. Hey, get out of here, Frankie.
So stay tuned for next week for our trip recap.
If your name is Frankie, I wasn't talking to you.
Or Cat. I'm getting all weird. We're going to have review of Rogers.
Yes.
We're going to have review of Wondrous Journeys, even though you probably heard about this a billion times. It's only been playing for like a year.
And it's going to be gone for a while, but I think it's coming back. So
So Wondrous Journeys. You'll hear our review of Black Calf cold brews,
churros,
make your ice cream bars, and all those good stuff that you probably never heard about.
Maybe we'll come back with some new tips for next summer.
Maybe
on how to stay cool.
Maybe in addition to drinking your water. So thanks for listening. You're listening to the Dreaming of Disney podcast. We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you next time.
Bye.